endorsed a candidate to run against Republican Representative Thomas Massie, who has opposed and criticized some of the Trump administration's aims. How would you address those who fear that principled disagreement or independent thinking is discouraged within the party because of how it can be framed as a betrayal instead of as internal accountability or an opportunity for debate and negotiation?
So it's a very good question. Let me say this one is hard for me. And the reason it's hard for me is because Thomas Massie and he's one of the first people that ever reached out to me about my book or about political office. I've known Thomas Massie well before I ever got involved in politics. Thomas's wife died maybe it was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It was a little while ago. She died very unexpectedly, was a very sweet and kind woman. And I was probably one of the first people that called Thomas to offer my condolences. I think the problem with Thomas, and I've told him this in private, and now I guess I'll say it in public, is it's one thing to disagree with the party on a particular issue. It's one thing to have your independent stand on a number of questions. And by the way, some of the stuff where Thomas Massie has been independent against the Republican Party, I've agreed with him with. Thomas and I worked together during 2023, where I was trying to stop the limitless flow of American money to Ukraine, and Thomas was one of the people I was working closest with it. But that's one thing. Being independent, having your own opinions is one thing. Voting against the party on every single issue, you're eventually going to make too many enemies. And that is the problem that Thomas has had. It's not one issue. It's not 3 or 4 issues. It's that every time that we've needed Thomas for a vote, he has been completely unwilling to provide it. That is why the President of the United States has trained his ire on Thomas Massie. It's because we can never count on him for some of the most difficult votes. I wish that weren't the case. I say that as somebody who's known Thomas well before I got into politics, but politics is politics. And when you always vote against the party, you can't expect the party to actually back you.
That sounds rational to me. I wrote this on X. For all the people wondering why I chose Trump over Massie, because that was the choice, there's only one force holding back Democrats from importing hundreds of millions of third worlders, making them instant citizens with the vote, ending America forever, and turning into our own version of every other degenerate third world hellhole. And that person holding that back is not Thomas Massie, not a congressman from Kentucky's 4th district. That person is Donald Trump. And if you force me, as Massie forced me, to choose between them, I'll choose the one that is the only possible salvation for our nation in its existential fight for survival, warts and all. Trump is not perfect. I'll choose that every day and twice on Sundays. And this also bothered me about Massie. Massie was supported by many of the most despicable Democrats that exist. How can you be supported by guys like Ro Khanna and expect to be in turn supported by the Republican Party? Look at how Ro Khanna, a contemptible, anti-American Democrat, writes, "My good friend Thomas Massie lost tonight. He lost because he had the guts to stand up to the Epstein class," which is a huge lie. A huge lie. Thomas Massie was no champion for the Epstein victims. It was all a fraud. As this account writes, it's pretty simple. If Bernie Sanders, Ilhan Omar, Mehdi Hassan, Cenk Uygur, Hassan Piker, Anna Kasparian, Ro Khanna, the Krasensteins, and Harry Sisson are all lamenting the loss of a Republican candidate, then I'm celebrating that candidate's loss. And that's where I am. As far as I'm concerned, all we need to know about Thomas Massie is that he has the support of these Democrats. He's not on my team. And then we have people like this. I'm out of the Republican Party. I'm for small government, America first, and conservative values. None of those things exist if the Democrats regain political power. America ceases to exist if Democrats regain power. You see how the third worlders, the Somalians in Minnesota, are looting trillions of dollars out of that state budget? What do you think they would do if they could just vote it into law? You think your 401k is safe? You think your home equity is safe? You think anything you have will be safe from third world ravagers who are made instant citizens? This is ridiculous. This is like you're on fire. You're on fire and you're saying, well, I'm for small government and America first and conservative. You have to put the fire out first, then you get to worry. about these things. And I think this is a reasonable take too. I don't know, dude. Maybe if Massie didn't spend the last 6 months calling the most popular Republican since Reagan an effing pedo, maybe he'd still be in office. I think there's a lot of truth to that. I thought this was a great take. So are we just going to ignore the political reality of Kentucky's 4th district, Tom Massie's district? He represented one of the most reliable conservative Christian voting blocs in America. Kentucky 4 is roughly 86% white, deeply Republican, and heavily influenced by evangelical and Protestant Christian voters who consistently dominate GOP primaries. While they may not be a literal 50% majority of the total population, they are absolutely the dominant and most reliable Republican voting force in that district. And here's the part many online commentators conveniently skip. White evangelical Christians are also the most pro-Israel religious voting bloc in America. I would argue they're more pro-Israel than many Jewish voting blocs in America. Poll after poll shows overwhelming support for Israel among evangelicals. And keep in mind, you don't have to agree with this position. That's not the point. The point is, Massie's constituents are these people. How do you get elected congressman if you are in abject opposition to their strongly held beliefs of your constituents? Poll after poll shows overwhelming support for Israel among evangelicals. Strong majorities support military aid to Israel. 70% plus believe the land was given to the Jewish people by God. Evangelicals consistently show the warmest views towards Israel of any major religious demographic. Now combine that with Massie, I would say contrast that with Massie, opposing Israel aid packages, attacking AIPAC publicly. AIPAC is the American pro-Israel lobby. Framing the race, the political race, as a referendum on foreign policy and Israeli influence, making Israel-related opposition a central campaign theme. Then he loses by almost 10 points. 10 points, that's a wipeout. And suddenly people act shocked. You cannot run directly against the worldview of your district's most reliable voting bloc and then twist the narrative that Israeli influence had everything to do with the outcome. That doesn't mean Israel was the only factor. Trump's endorsement of the opponent who won, Ed Galbraith's ability to raise money, both Massie and Galbraith raised similar amounts of money, roughly $15 million each, and attack information ads all matter too. But politics is about coalition math and understanding your electorate. And this is one of my big criticisms of Massie. Being a legislator is not a lone wolf activity. There's 435 congressmen. You have to build a coalition or you can't get anything done. No single congressman is a dictator. They get one vote out of hundreds. If their vote is always standing alone, nothing they say they're advocating for can get done. No single congressman can enact policy without support. The lone wolf does not work. It works if you're the executive to a limited extent. Then you're the executive branch. You're making the executive decisions. You can still be blocked by the other branches of government. But at least there's not multiple executives. Massie supporters keep trying to rewrite the story into he only lost because of Epstein. That's nonsense. The timeline shows years of friction with President Trump and a district where evangelical Republican voters are overwhelmingly pro-Israel. Ignoring that reality is political malpractice and results in you losing your reelection bid. And this timeline about Trump was just mad that Massie was pointing out Epstein list stuff. First of all, there is no Epstein list, but it's nonsense. Trump did not target Massie for political replacement until Massie obstructed the One Big Beautiful Bill, the only Republican to vote against it. We know this because we know the timeline. It's very important, Matt Morse writes, to understand the Trump-Massie timeline. It was on May 20th, 2025, that Trump called for Massie to be voted out of office because Massie refused, almost exactly a year ago, a year and 2 days, just under a year, from this past Tuesday when Massie lost his primary, because Massie refused to support the One Big Beautiful Bill, which contained all of Trump's desired border security ICE funding. Trump said, I don't think Thomas Massie understands government. I think he's a grandstander, frankly. I call him Thomas Me First Massie. We don't even talk to him much, Trump says. I think he should be voted out of office. Approximately 7 weeks later, after Trump had urged Massie be voted out of office for failing to support the One Big Beautiful Bill, only after Trump made that statement, not before. July 15th, 2025, Massie introduced the Epstein Files Transparency Act, which aimed to force the release of the Epstein files. This is the first time Thomas Massie had anything substantive to say about the Epstein files. The first time. He was clearly responding to Trump's political threat to urge him to be removed from office. The narrative that Trump was angry at Massie for some Epstein-related reason is just patently fake news. Trump wanted to replace Massie because Trump needed support for his border security and deportation bill, and Massie refused to help. And that, in my experience observing Thomas Massie, is the real Thomas Me First Massie.